Morning, morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. You know what I mean? Wherever you are, whatever location. How y'all doing today, man? Now, I've had some personal situations involving that I would like to share with you guys. It's a thing called character in people, right? It's character. Now, character is it's like you things someone does, right? Things someone does that might be unexpected or might be expected of this person, but it's also it kind of separates, it separates them from the rest, right? Like maybe you're seeing someone or you're a friend, and this friend is like it's different. You know what I mean? This person or this individual is different. Maybe the other individual never made breakfast for you, or never asked you how you was feeling, or never sent you a good morning text, things like that. This one, however, kind of just does other things that kind of makes you happy. Because I think that's the key factor. It's not what they do, but it's what they do that makes you happy, right? This person, maybe that you're hanging around with, or maybe of that nature, has this thing called character, right? They have this thing about them that you're just like, man, they're doing something different that the last person wasn't doing or that other people don't do. And this is causing you to fall in love with them because of this situation. So I'm getting that we have to start watching for these little things as well, right? Don't take those things for granted. Don't take advantage of those type of things when you see them in a good way though. Take advantage in a good way, meaning like appreciate them for it. Let them know how you feel and things like that. And I'm hearing Spirit will thank you for it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop right into this reading. Spirit, what do you want the people to know this morning or this afternoon or further day? What do you need them to know for their life? I want you to work through your feelings, right? So with this individual, you might be feeling two sides, right? You might be feeling two sides, a bright side and a dark side, kind of like the moon and the sun is shining on it. You might be feeling like that. But Spirit wants you to know that while you might be feeling two sides to the situation, try to focus on the main effort, which is to work through it. Right? You always want to work through it. Even when you're feeling like down and you don't feel like going to certain things that you gotta go through or certain things, Spirit wants you to know that you have to work through those things in order once you complete your mission, you can move on, just work through them. Sing a song, do anything that's meditation that can get you through that day. To be able to say, okay, made another day and I get through whatever you need to get through. Focus on the bigger picture. Don't focus on the dark side or the light side. Don't, you know what I mean? But focus on positivity, but as well as focus. This is your main goal to work through it. Right? So Spirit wants you to know. What else, Spirit, do you want them to know? Spirit, what else? And what else do you want the people to know? It's time to be humble. Right? So even if you made it and you worked through your situation, always be humble. Always being humble doesn't necessarily mean taking things and people saying things and just like taking it like, yeah, okay, cool. No, it just means that you are, right? Being confident. That's what humbleness really is. It's confident. Not cocky, not arrogant, but confident. You know you're confident in your work. So where somebody's trying to tell you something, you can go ahead and you can tell them, hey man, hey, or hey girl, I know what I'm talking about, right? You ain't gotta overaggress yourself or things like that. Stay easy, stay solid. You know that you made it through the show. You're not gonna sit there and keep back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody is a king and a queen, but sometimes people act like peasants, right? You act like a king. I'm not saying treat people like peasants, but people will act like peasants, meaning they will do so much to where they're little in themselves. They're like doing too much at that point where they're like literally deteriorating themselves. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying too hard to impress. They're trying too hard to try to bring you down to the point they're bringing themselves down. You see what I'm saying? Spirit wants you to know, be humble, and those people will take out themselves, like, you know what I mean. Be confident in what you know, but also don't try to go back and forth with them, because you're a king, you're a queen, they're a peasant, or you're an empress, you're an emperor, they're a peasant. They're not a peasant. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that they're acting as such of a peasant, that they're pretty much transferring themselves into a peasant. They done that to themselves. Everybody's according to their own actions. You see what I'm saying? So always remember that. What else first do you want the people to know? What else do you want them to know, Spirit? Spirit, what else? Spirit, what else do you want the people to know? Let's see what else we can get from Spirit. Let's see what else they got for us. See what else they got for us. Okay. Oh, be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't work through the struggle, right? You don't be confident of yourself. You don't recognize your capabilities. Therefore, you are now confident in yourself. So Spirit's asking you to be proud of yourself. You've accomplished so much in your journey. Whether you graduated high school, whether you just had a newborn baby, you know what I'm saying, you brought life into this world. A lot of people look at certain things in society like burdens, and I'm here to tell you, like, no, that's not the case. They think children is a financial a financial burden or things of that nature. See, people's gotta stop looking at what society paints success as, and you have to start looking at what you paint success as. If you had a newborn baby or things like that, I'm here to tell you it's not a burden. It's not a burden. It's not one of the things you should be disappointed in. Oh, finances, don't worry about none of that. You have brought a beautiful life into this world. You know what I mean? You possibly have created one of the best new inventors, the new football player, the new wise guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy that stopped the guy or stopped the person from committing suicide, things of that nature. It's for real. It's real life. This is real life we're dealing with. You know what I mean? So don't classify what society believes in success and determine that into your life factor. So Spirit asks you to be proud of yourself. If you have that newborn baby, be proud that you brought that baby in this world. If you have that, if you graduate or whatever you did that you're proud of, be proud of yourself and walk with confidence. You know what I mean? Be humble, but walk with confidence at the same time. Remember, because you work through your feelings, you work through it. You worked this hard to get to where you are today. You could have quit. You know what I mean? You could have done something that could take your life, whatever, but you didn't. So be proud of that. You know what I mean? You didn't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do all that. Be proud of your work. Um, be proud of yourself. You guys did good. Let's see what else Spirit wants us to know. Alright, Spirit. What else do you want us to know, Spirit? Hey, I'm gonna put that back in. I didn't really shuffle that. Spirit, what else? What else do you want us to know, Spirit? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Spirit's ready to send messages anytime. You guys come across tarot cards at a local book place, Barnes and Nobles, things like that. Hey, pick it up. Walmart, wherever you guys are located. Hey, pick up your local tarot deck, your local bookstore, and just get the shuffling. Make sure you pick up the right one. Make sure you're looking at something that's gonna resonate with you. If you don't like me, I'm a huge manifester, right? So it's like Oracle cards. I'm a huge manifester. I believe that if you say something, because it's happened to me multiple times, if you say something, it's going to happen, right? So be careful what you say. So I'm a huge believer in giant believer in manifestation. I held that to dearest my heart. So when I saw that, it was like, yeah, boom, flashy. That got me because I manifest stuff on a daily basis. This one says, take a reality check, right? So let me show you, right? You work with your struggles. You was humble while working through your struggles, meaning you wasn't taking none of that craziness, but you was humble with it. Meaning like you was like, okay, I'm confident in what I know, but I'm also not gonna allow you to tell me what. And I'm also not going to override it too much to a point where I'm just doing too much, right? You took a reality check. You know what I'm saying? Spirit tell you take a reality check and you're taking one. You're taking one. You're realizing this is what this reading's about, right? So if you find yourself, you know what I mean, feeling down, reality check doesn't always have to be the way that most people look at it. Like they be like, okay, reality. When Spirit says take a reality check, they could be talking about your past life. You might be feeling down right now, you know what I mean? You might be feeling depressed or things of that nature. You need like a spiritual healing and things like that. So if you're feeling that way, reality check doesn't necessarily mean that you're thinking of starting a balloon business and somebody comes and says, take a reality check, man, look around you, the economy's bad, whatever. That's that term. We're talking about spirit. Take a reality check with me and look back at your life and sit there and tell me that you're not successful, or sit there and tell me that you didn't make it through the rain, you didn't make it through the storm because you're not where you want to be right now. That doesn't mean that you didn't make it. You see what I'm saying? So take a reality check from spirit means something totally different than what we say on a regular basis to our parents, friends, and family. Take a reality check means that look back at what you've accomplished, look back at what you created, and don't sit there and tell me that you didn't create all of that or that you didn't do all of it so you can do it again. You see what I'm saying? So that's what spirit wants you to know when it says take a reality check. That's what spirit's telling you. Look back at your past life. Because that's all it is the past life, our sisters and ancestors. That's all our past life, and that's where we get all our information from. So guys, remember that. Now, spirit, what more do you got for the spirit? What more you got for the ancestors, spirits and ancestors, the spirits and ancestors? Calling upon you, I ask you to help the people. Let's see what spirit got from you guys. Oh, this one didn't want to go in your soul. Step into your power. You see that. I ain't playing. You see what's going on. Spirit's telling us what's going on. Step into your power. Again, you guys don't know how powerful you guys are. Manifestation. I'm a huge believer in manifestation because it works. It's proven to work. Like numerous of times, people said things. Look, The Simpsons, right? They say that The Simpsons could tell the future, but I think that The Simpsons manifested that into reality. And Trump became president, and The Simpsons said it way back when. They manifested that into reality. So when you say things, you have a set. I know you said something a few times, and you're like, oh man, this or that, and then bam, years later or whatever, 2 months later it happens. You spoke it into existence. Spurs tell you step into your powers. You guys know what you gotta do. You guys know. You already have the intuition. That's why you're watching this type of videos. You have the intuition. You have these type of powers. You have the manifestation powers. You have the ability to help people. The ability to see different things. The ability to understand things better. Because a lot of people know what's going on, but it takes a true mind and a true soul, like a true soul. I don't mean a kind-hearted person. What I'm saying that is like, you know, if you're the type of person that will give you all for somebody, like you gotta realize that you have powers, like you have this pure heartedness. You have something that you're a creature of God. You see what I'm saying? So you have powers, like you have manifestation power. You have all these powers that you're not using. You need to be using these things. You need to not just observe other people like myself or other people that are using these powers. You need to step back and start using these powers as well. We're just here as messengers. We're going to make sure that you can take this information, you can pass it to your friends and family, but you can also apply it to yourself. Don't skip yourself. don't just take this information and pass to your friends and family and be like, oh, everything is cool. You have to turn on and take it in. You have to say, okay, like take all this knowledge in. Okay, cool, got it. And then you have to apply it to yourself. And if you choose to, pass the message on, perfect, but apply it to yourself. That's why you're watching these messages and not them. So apply it to yourself first and then go ahead. You know what I mean? Because you can't save a sinking ship if you're drowning. You see what I'm saying? So pass to yourself first. Okay. Just gonna put these in order. Alright. What else you got for the spirit? Oh, spirit's coming at us today, wow. Let me see. Alright. Look, we were just talking about it. Again, manifestation. Unleash your kindness self. I might say a pure-hearted person can do the most. Like a pure-hearted person, which means that you give your all for someone, or you don't. You're pure-hearted. Your kindness self. Your kindness self is like you're the type of person that's going to move mountains. You see what I'm saying? You're the type of person that's going to do great things because you got that in you. You got that fighting in you, that pit bull instinct, that German Shepherd. I'm hearing you got this greatness inside of you that's always been around. You know what I mean? A system when you can, do things when you can, and all that. And because of this, it's blessed you. God has blessed you tremendously. Beyond your wildest dreams. You see what I'm saying? Because you have unleashed your kind of self. You know you're kind and you release them. God, for that, God has already blessed you, or God's going to bless you big time. I'm here for this. Bing. Spirits and answers. What else do you want us to know? Spirits and answers. What else do you want us to know? Let's see what else Spirit wants us to know. But I want to go back in. Lighten up. Okay, so back to what we was talking about. Remember we was talking about taking reality check and what in terms of what I believe Spirit is telling me. It's also lighten up. You're gonna do something right now. It could be anything. We're gonna generalize. It could be anything, right? Lighten up. Talk about it to yourself and then think about it, right? I want you to think about your past. Just think about all the accomplishments. Before you think about the failure and, oh man, I didn't get this and that, think about the accomplishments that you've gained. And also, I want you, when you think about your success and your downfalls, think about what you believe is downfalls of success, not what other people, because it's like this. It's like if you're in school and you get good grades, right? Most of the time, and you get that one F, right? Your parents will be like, man, da 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 da, you got that F, you're messed up. But here's the thing. If you look at it like that really didn't affect my grade, I had a good time last night. I went to sleep late. I got up late. I flunked the test, whatever, because I wasn't feeling it. Things like that. If you yourself don't see that as an issue, then that is not a downfall to you. That's a downfall to other people. Like we was talking about a baby being a burden. A baby is only a burden if the individual believes it's a burden, but it's really not a burden because you brought life into this world. So start like lightening up about certain things like that. Start like not, oh, it's this or it's that. Start like lightening up. You know what I mean? Don't just get into it, hop into it. Like think about it first towards yourself before you just go over other people's opinions. All right. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna see what last Spirit got for us, and then we're gonna wrap it up with a deck of eights. Spirit, what do you want us to know? Spirit, let's see. Yeah, good. Spirit. Okay. Release control is a really good one. Right? You're feeling like you gotta take hold of everything. Be responsible for something happened that wasn't even your fault, or you want to take blame for it. I gotta release that stuff. That stuff's toxic. You know what I mean? At least release it mentally, right? Like, spiritually, to release something spiritually, you just gotta think about it. Your brain is your brain is the most powerful thing in your body, because without your brain, none of this works. Right? None of your fingers, none of your heart, nothing works. So I want you to sit there and just think. A lot of those things that you're probably trying to take responsibility for, it's probably not your fault, and it's causing you to feel guilty or things like that. Gotta release that control. Spirit's telling you to release that control. You see what I'm saying? You're doing too much at this point. We're gonna go ahead and send big thank yous off of Spirits and good ancestors Spirits for giving us this message, giving us these beautiful messages for this manifestation card this early this morning. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up today, but reading for this, I'm gonna call this character. All of those things that we just went over plays a huge part of your character, and I want you guys to go ahead and start appreciating the little things, you know what I mean? The little things in people, things that you didn't expect. When you're looking for a relationship or friendship, start looking for those type of characters that you would like to have. I mean, hey, if you're a bad boy or a bad guy and you, whatever, you're like, yo, I like that type of stuff, then hey, you know what I mean? As long as you don't complain when this stuff bites you back and the lady. But hey, if that's your thing, then go for it. Look for those characters in the individual, I guess. Don't get caught up in somebody because they look good or whatever. You gotta look for the characters in them. The things that's gonna make you happy. I mean, that's cool, because well, it's natural to see somebody and be like, okay, your eyes get attracted to them. That's natural. But as far as on an everyday basis being with them and stuff like that, look for those characters. Look for the things that you will want that person to do. Oh, that person needs to do this. That needs. Okay, well, look for them things in a person before you go ahead and try to be in a serious, any kind of serious relationship, whether it's a friendship, a serious friendship. You mean when you have a friendship, you're kind of like, I expect these things of that person. A relationship, I expect these things from a person. And a family member, well, you can't pick your family, but you can too. You can have close family and distant family. You can have the ones that you hold near to your heart. You got the other ones you just see, hey, what's up, respect, whatever, boom, boom, go about your business. So Spirit's just telling me, like, let you guys know, look for characters in an individual, right? So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching this viewing. Give the thumb, get the likes up. You know what I mean? If you find it interesting, get the likes up. Subscribe if you're new. Go ahead so we can. We're just gonna keep posting more and more videos as time goes on. I will see you guys next tomorrow with it. And yeah, you guys have a safe one. Always stay prayed up. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you talk to your ancestors, spirits. Make sure you light a few candles for them. Make sure you talk to ancestors like the dead that's deceased, that's watching over you. Maybe your grandpa, your grandma, your aunt, your sister, your brother, anybody that's passed in your life or your family that's possibly watching over you. Ensuring your safety, ensuring your guidance, ensuring giving you messages, giving you dreams, giving you visions to be able to move forward in a productive and enlightened way. Thank you so much for viewing, guys. Once again,